Good morning, good people. Woo! I was on this TikTok trial. These stories, these stories is wow. Going through your feed sometimes, child. But anyway, I am Sophia Quinn, your investor professor, and today we're going live. So tap in with me later on this evening. I'll be going live for an hour. We'll be able to talk, discuss, go over the videos, ask me questions, just kind of get personal and kind of get on the same page, okay? But for this video, all right, I'm gonna share with y'all a new reading material, okay? This book here, y'all say it, Dictionary of Finance and Investment Terms. This is it's a dictionary, basically, of all finance and investment terms, okay? And for this video, we're gonna talk about the unemployment rate because the new jobs report came out yesterday, and I want to give you the exact definition of unemployment rate, right? Which is kind of really interesting. So the unemployment rate percentage of the civilian labor force actively looking for work but unable to find jobs. So that is a distinction, meaning the unemployment rate is just not everybody. It's people who are actively looking for work. So that excludes, you can say, elderly people. It excludes, we'll say, stay-at-home moms. It excludes people on disability. It excludes people who maybe they're, for whatever reason, young people, right? People who are in college. It excludes people who are not actively looking for work. So it only includes people who are actively looking for work, but they are unable to find a job, okay? And it is one of the most important indicators of our active economy right now, period. It's one of the important indicators. And it's created by the U.S. Department of Labor, right? Which I think we talked about a little bit before. And it is released to the public the first Friday of every month. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. First Friday every month. But what we need to understand is how it plays into the Fed's decision making, okay? So, like I said, the unemployment rate is one of the most closely watched of all the government reports, right? It gives the clearest indication of direction of the economy. A rising unemployment rate will be seen by the feds as a sign of a weak economy, okay? So meaning when more people who are actively looking for a job can't find a job, then our economy is weak. A lower unemployment rate, which means that people who are actively looking for a job can't find a job, meaning most of them can find a job. That's why the unemployment rate is lower. That is a sign of a growing economy, okay? So just out of yesterday, the U.S. weekly job list claim is more than expected. And, we can kind of think about this because of the layoffs in federal, but you got to know that they said that the state unemployment jumped 22,000, right? That's a lot of people all of a sudden needing to get on the unemployment train. But, a lot of that is being noted to the massive layoffs. And they said that number is just going to continue to increase. Now, the feds have seen no reason to increase the interest rates. They've seen no reason to change them or to lower them, okay? So 22,000 is not, and we're talking a week, okay? So 22,000 is not, it's not enough to ruffle any feathers. So you understand the unemployment rate is something that you need to look at weekly because it's kind of your economy thermometer, okay? And it's something that you want to pay attention to as a working person, as a non-working person, because I know that if I am thinking about leaving my job, right? You got a job and you're thinking about leaving your job, you might want to check the unemployment rate, right? Because you're not trying to leave your job at a time when the unemployment rate is high, because that makes that your chances of actually getting employed is higher. So, lower, excuse me. So you want to have an indicator as a working person of the economy, of course, overall, but more importantly, of the unemployment rate, because the unemployment rate will also give you a signal to what the feds are going to do with the interest rates, which are going to indicate to you as an investor what your next move should be, okay? So next video, we are going to talk about stocks and how they're related to the indexes. We are going to look at the stock market right now. We're going to look at the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. As always, YouTube, Investor Professor 25, Instagram, Investor Professor 25. Then join me live tonight